Alright, now I want to drag this stuff right under my feet in here in the crafting spot. And let's hit the key for disassemble. I don't want to disassemble things that are held or worn or etc, etc. I want to disassemble stuff that is on the floor right below my feet. So the makeshift sling that was made with one sheet can be disassembled in 6 seconds and you get back the sheet because you just untie it. So let's do it. We got a sheet out of that. We could also disassemble the sheet, which is something that I will do because we also have another sheet that is intact in here, right? Yes, we still have one. So let's disassemble this. It will take 10 minutes, but we get 50 thread, which is good to do like sewing stuff, and 20 rags. Okay, 10 minutes have passed, and we have more material. Again, on the floor, we can disassemble this spent lighter for 1 pilot light and 1 plastic chunk. Done. We could go ahead and also disassemble rags for thread. However, look at the time it takes. It takes 1 hour to turn 1 rag into 80 thread, sorry. Because it takes a long time to actually unravel the fabric. So we will not do it for now. We have a little bit of thread, so, and also more options for finding thread have been added to the game. For example, dental floss, which is great. It didn't exist last time I played. The flashlights we want to also disassemble, because for light we now have a handy dandy head lantern. So from this we will gonna get amplifier circuit, scrap metal, a light strip, and copper wire, which are all great things to craft electronics. And look at this, you learned a recipe for flashlight from disassembling it, which is great. Disassembling stuff actually is also good for your skills. Oh, but sometimes you fail to recover stuff, which also depends on the tools that you are using and your skill. If we look at the skills now, we should be able to see our fabrication went probably up a little bit. It's level 1 and 6%. Then what else? Tailoring didn't go up. Electronics went up 2%. Just from disassembling a couple of flashlights. Now, all of this stuff that is under my feet now, let's do here. What am I doing? Yes, under my feet with categories. Right. And these are the spare parts that we just recovered that we want to move directly to our left. Move all the ranks. Okay. That done. We can't use the disassemble menu for the other things. The other things need to be smashed or butchered. So capital B for butchering. And we can see now butchering is a lot more messy. You don't get the same amount of stuff, but again, some things can only be cut up into pieces instead of being disassembled. It depends a little bit on the tool that you use, I think. I mean, at least the actual butchery of a carcass depends on your knife. Now we have the best knife. We have the hunting knife that has 30 butchering quality. So let's hope this will get us a lot. But on the other hand, it's really fast. Cutting up everything would give us would just cost us 32 seconds, which is a bit crazy if you think about it. This is a pile of cloth. 32 seconds, it means that we are basically stabbing the pile of cloth repeatedly and until it's all turned into, I don't know, little strips. Anyway, let's see what we can do by butchering an emergency jacket. We got 4 plastic chunks and 4 rags, which is very good. Let's do it again with the other emergency jacket. Nice. The jeans, 8 rags. The leather corset, 4 leather patches, which is good. These leather pants are a bit damaged, so only 3. We got only 3 leather patches out of them. An entire leather touring suit. I probably want to do this last. A long sleeve shirt for 2 rags. The pork pie hat for 4 rags. The robe for 19 rags. A spare folded poncho. Actually, let's keep the spare folded poncho, shall we? Because if we need to do battle while it rains, we may end up destroying the poncho that we have, and it wouldn't be good to remain without any poncho. Folded emergency blanket. Yes. Only 1 plastic chunk? What if I unfold one first? I can't butcher it anymore. What? Oh, it's in my inventory, isn't it? Yeah, it's in. Sorry, I need to drop it first. See? That's what I thought. This is really strange. This is one of those quirks of a game of this nature. So if you try to salvage plastic chunks from the folded emergency blanket, you get only 1. If you unfold it first, you get 9. So good to know. What else? Plastic bowl for plastic chunks. Sure. A dead flare would have given us a plastic chunk, but we failed. Are we getting a little bit of skills? I can see fabrication going up. Nothing else, unfortunately. I'm not getting tailoring. I wonder if cutting up clothes actually uses fabrication. But okay, let's move this stuff. Let's move the leather patches, the plastic chunks, the rags. Plastic forks, knives and spoons doesn't look like we can do much with them. Nor with... Oh, there's a light strip that we can move. It counts as a tool because you can use it on its own, but it's a component really. It's an electronics component. This stuff that is left, as I was saying, this stuff down here is not usable, and this is all leather. So I want to wait on the leather clothes. I want to drag it all back here again, and I want to wait And I also want to separate what is like pure junk, like this pamphlets and forks, knives and spoons. Okay, I can't use any of this, but this stuff I want to wait until I have a little bit of tailoring skill before disassembling, and that's probably what I'm gonna do next. I want to grab a book and start reading. However, let's look at our focus. Our focus is now 59. It means that we will only get 59% of any possible skill upgrade. What we want to do first is bring up the focus. How do we do that? We could, for example, read a novel. I should have a novel. For example, even the Top Gear magazine brings your morale, affects your morale by +2, takes 8 minutes per chapter. What about the samurai novel though? 20 minutes to read goes to +5. So let's see, 2 chapters of Top Gear would take 16 minutes. 3 chapters would take 24 minutes. It's actually better, isn't it? Or not? I don't want to bust out a calculator for this, but so 24 minutes for +6, 20 minutes for +5. No, it's still better. I mean, it's more or less the same, but it's still better to read a chapter of the samurai novel. So let's spend 20 minutes and let's see what happens. We're now at focus 59, right? So let's read this samurai novel. Actually, in 18 minutes, probably that other screen wasn't factoring in our skills, like our intelligence or traits that can affect this. So it actually takes only 18 minutes to read through a chapter of this. Alright, the 20 minutes have passed. Now, compared to other games, in Cataclysm, when you do something like that, game passes really quickly. However, you still have a chance to react, because if the game detects, or actually if the game decides that the character detects any danger or distraction, the game will stop you and give you the choice, like, you hear a zombie, do you want to stop? And you can choose to stop or not, because you might be in a very well defended place with zombies just outside, and so you might not want to stop reading or crafting or whatever. Anyway, our focus went from 59 to 67, which is really good. Now I want to try to do another thing. I want to grab this harmonica. I want to wear... You can't wear that with other headgear, so I want to take off my helmet, my army helmet. And I want to wear the harmonica. Okay. Now I want to activate the harmonica. You start playing your harmonica with a holder. Now I could simply pass the time, hitting 5 on the numpad. If you look at the time, passes 1 second at a time. And if I let enough time pass, I should receive a message like, you whistle on the harmonica. If I let enough time pass, I should see the focus go up. 67. Yeah, it is still 67. You produce a happy tune on the harmonica. Can I do this manually? still 67, 68. There you go. So in about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 messages worth of playing, I got a point of focus. What happens if I read a samurai novel while whistling a happy tune, a happy samurai tune on the harmonica? So I let 18 minutes pass. Boom. I jumped up to 81. I think this still works. At least it is letting me do something while playing, right? 81, focus. Do I want to spend another 18 minutes and bring the focus to 100? Probably. 93. I would say that 93 is good enough, and also I can keep playing the harmonica while doing something else. So I want to drop now the samurai novel, and I want to start reading something that will give me skills. Like for example this Sue Awesome Monthly. Takes 7 minutes per chapter. It is actually fun to read it. Plus 3. It would have been actually better to directly read this. However, we'll probably get even more in terms of skills out of this by doing it this way. And it has 15 recipes. Read it. We can choose to read just once or until we gain a level. Let's try reading once. We got a 2% skill increase, and the focus kept going up. 95? Probably stayed the same. Let's try read it until we gain a level. It's now 5 PM basically. 17:45. Stop reading. Now I'm seeing a drawback to doing this, in which while I can easily see the time pass, and it's now nearly 8 o'clock, all the messages about the harmonica are masking the progress on the reading. And also I am seeing that all the focus that we are supposedly gaining is balancing out with the focus that we are spending for the actual learning, because focus is spent when you learn a skill. So it balances. So in the end it was good to raise the focus before starting to read. It's now 8, which seems a fairly good hour for stopping. So I can stop playing the harmonica and look through our food to start munching something. Let's eat or drink some of the milk before it spoils. This has only 1 day of shelf life. So 1 and 2, we are now slaked. Let's consume this small cardboard box of meat pizzas. Do I want... I mean, pizzas are already very enjoyable. It's plus 10 enjoyable. And I will not get like any significant like increase in nutrition by warming it up. So I should just eat it like this. But for example, stuff like, I don't know, a soup is probably better eaten hot. Anyway, let's munch on some pizza. You eat your meat pizza. I'm still peckish, even though that was a full 566 calories. But again, I don't know exactly the balance in here, but I expect we should eat like between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day, right? Right? Okay. with two like commercial pizzas, let's say, because these are clearly not pizza restaurants pizzas. A full pizza, like the way I know pizzas to be, which is how they should be, is not just 500 calories. It's probably a little bit more, especially if there's meat on it, and probably also cheese. Anyway, these are probably small pizzas. We are full and slaked for now, which is very good. So, being that there's still light, we should probably resume our reading. Let's start playing the harmonica again. And yeah, let's see if we can get to level 1 sewing. Go. Our focus stays stable. And look at that, we reached tailoring level 1 just before the light became dim enough that we couldn't read anymore. You can no longer learn from Sew Awesome monthly. So we drop it. It still shows in yellow because we shouldn't throw it away. There's still recipes in that book that we haven't memorized, so it's good to keep it, to have it around. Do we want to see if we can craft anything now that we have a little bit of skill in tailoring? I am conscious of the fact that my chair is making an awful lot of noise. I should probably tighten some screws. Is this noise in here? Yeah, it's very annoying. It's annoying for me. I can only imagine how annoying it is for you right now. Hey, we can make orange juice. Nice. We have oranges. Orange juice has a shelf life of 5 days. It's probably convenient. How much will our actual oranges last? Orange? Where are you? Oh, 3 weeks. Of course, because they still have their peel on, so yeah. No, it's actually not a good idea to turn all your fruit into juice. Unless you had some way to can it, probably. At least in real life, right? But then you would have to like boil it, and you would lose like a lot of vitamins. That's not the game anyway. Let's go back to armor. We can make a sundress, a light and breezy cotton dress. Though cool and comfortable to wear, it lacks any storage space. So we won't make a sundress, I guess. But it's good to know that we can. Boxer briefs, boxer shorts, briefs, a bikini bottom. Why not? Panties, because don't you need panties? Long underwear, bottom. Now, look at this. Some items are crafted fitting. No, I'm saying something wrong. It's not that the panties are crafted fitting. They are crafted non-fitting. However, being that they are normally encumbrance 0 multiplied by x is always 0, so it stays 0. However, something that has an encumbrance, like probably long underwear bottom has, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 encumbrance, it is crafted poor fit, and then you need to improve it. Also because it would, as it says here, it would need tailoring 2 to craft, but we only have tailoring 1. Yes, you can attempt to craft things that are more difficult than your current skill level, and that means that you have a chance to fail. This probably happens, or I should say, we probably can attempt it because we have the recipe in a book. We can make arm guards out of 2x4s, out of wooden planks. However, 25 encumbrance. We don't want to encumber our arms as much. I don't even know why someone had the idea to code this in the game. I mean, would you ever, under any circumstance, strap a wooden plank to your forearm? I'm thinking about it, and I cannot come up with a suitable situation for something like that. We could make tentacle sleeves. Why? You should be asking right now, because you could end up having tentacles in this game. Arm warmers. Arm warmers would actually be desirable, because they provide 1 extra protection for only 1 encumbrance, because they are worn close to the skin. They cost 10 thread and 4 rags. You wanna try it? Do it. You craft pair of arm warmers from memory. You put the pair of arm warmers on the cupboard. Let's now take a pair of arm warmers from the cupboard. Let's try wearing it. If I now look at my arms, I have the arm warmers that provide 1 additional protection, and then the leather touring suit. Nice. Did my skill go up a little bit? I expect. Tailoring, yeah, it got up by 12% just for having crafted that. And yeah, actually, at least at lower levels, or I should say at any level, crafting stuff that is appropriate for your level can be even better than reading books. Let's see if we can make anything else which is desirable for us. Stockings. Probably not. Glove liners. I don't think we found glove liners. They are practically the arm warmers equivalent for the hand. For just 1 encumbrance is an additional point of protection. So let's make some. And I also memorized the recipe. Let's actually wear them directly from there. That's it. If I go to left hand, yes, now have glove liners and tactical gloves for just 1 point of encumbrance. More armor. Safety glasses. I can make safety glasses. This is great. With 1 long string and a plastic bottle. I have 4. So yeah, let's make this plastic bottle safety glasses. Yup. Oh, you can no longer see well enough to keep crafting. Okay, this sucks. It's still 9 o'clock. Do I have the partial crafting? Somewhere. Yes, in progress, pair of safety glasses. Let's take it. Do I light a candle? I think I have a candle in here. Yes. Can I activate a candle? Light a candle. I have a candle. To resume crafting something that you stopped for some reason, and you have your in progress object in your inventory, you have to activate that item. Will the in progress save to periodic lens start working? Yes. What do you want to do with this spike on a stick? I want to store it in my inventory. You craft the pair of safety glasses from memory. I want to wear them. Okay, for some reason it wasn't going there. Also the welding goggles I count, but they are encumbrance 60. Encumbrance for the eyes is not like weight. You don't encumber the movement of the eyes, luckily enough. You encumber the vision. So safety glasses actually encumber your vision a little bit by 5 points. But they save your actual glasses. How do they... wait a second. Oh, scroll doesn't zoom. Really? I have safety glasses on. Nice. Anything else? While we're at it, it's still 9 p.m. and I'm not particularly tired. I don't need a bandana. A blindfold. A blindfold is useful if you want to sleep during the day. But I don't think we need a blindfold. Do we? At least we don't need to craft a blindfold right now. A rain hood. A waterproof hood made to warn in bad weather, provide extra protection from rain. Could be nice, but we need 2 plastic bags. Let's remember this. If we find plastic bags, we can collect plastic bags to make a rain hood. And it doesn't look like we can make, as of yet, any serious armor. And by the way, we're only at level 1. We made a little bit of progress by crafting, so we are actually half of the way towards tailoring 2. I think what we can do for now is sleep. The problem is, if I sleep now, I will get up so early that it will still be dark, pretty much. So maybe I want to consume some of this candle to maybe read. I could start playing the harmonica, and I could read. Now what should I read? Boxing monthlies. I mean, it's nice, but we will probably never do unarmed combat. Computer skill is good, but it doesn't become useful until the higher levels. You gotta have like computer 6 or 7 to at least attempt hacking. Cooking we could do. Actually, I'm thinking we could also like cook, like for real, but our cooking is not that great for now. Our cooking is 1. Nine minutes for this. This is trapping. I want to avoid the books that takes a lot of time to read for now. Marksmanship, not immediately useful. 1 level of electronics might help. First aid might help, actually. And it's really hard to getting first aid up in other ways, because it would involve actually getting hurt. So let's read paramedics for a while. Let's do read once. We gained 5%. Read once. We gain 9%. Read once. It's good that the focus is getting up actually between us, like reading a book that we enjoy, because the bookworm trait, right? Bookworm makes us enjoy reading. So between that and the harmonica, the focus goes up. So the more we read, the more we learn. 16+%. No, actually that is not a 16% increase. That's the current level. So it's actually a 3% increase. But still, it's okay. It's almost 10 p.m. Right, where's our candle at? Our candle is 98. Candles last a lot of time. A long time, I should say. What's a lot of time? A long time. Let's read again. Paramedics, yeah. Let's go ahead till 10:30. I don't want to overshoot it by too much. Alright. 10:35, and we are a third of the way towards level 1 in what's it called? Here it is, first aid. That's what it's called. Let's snuff the candle. Let's stop playing the harmonica. The NPC is probably hating us. Extinguish. I don't want to start a fire. I think we will go sleep in the car, because actually the car seats are comfortable. I also though want to wield my weapon so that I will be ready for anything. Do I want a sheet? I probably do want to have a sheet with me. Yup. Alternatively, you can sleep in a pile of clothes. If you just dump clothes on the ground, you can then go to sleep on that tile. The pile of clothes counts as a rough bed. So we must drop the sheet. And here, it says you put the sheet in the mobile MacLeod seat. So let's sleep. Are you sure you want to sleep? Yes, and save the game before sleeping. Do we want to set the alarm? I don't think we are going to overshoot it, also because light will come in through the car windows. So we will probably wake up really early in the morning. So don't set an alarm. We can't fall asleep right away. This is a comfortable place to sleep. You start trying to fall asleep. You have trouble sleeping. Keep trying. Continue trying to fall asleep. That is also because we didn't wait until we were actually sleepy before trying to sleep, which, you know, it helps. You fall asleep. We are now sleeping. The night is passing. Wait till you wake up. Yeah, that's usually what people do, right? When they fall asleep, they wait until they wake up. It's the best way to wait, I would say. Once again, we reach the end of an episode of Cataclysm. On behalf of Tim Knudsen, I bid you all a good day or good night, whatever it may be, and I hope to see you once again next time. Bye.